Good morning, everyone. Paul Rupel here with Fox 29 News Now. You're looking live outside our studios at 4th and Market Streets, where we just ended our 11th straight Good Day Philadelphia. Fox 29 salutes the military. We'll get you some clips from that in a few moments. Let's take a live look at the Benjamin Franklin Parkway here. The Philadelphia Museum of Art in the background. Get you a quick look at weather. Currently it's 65 degrees outside. The dew point is 54, so nice and comfy out there, not humid at all. Winds out of the north at 4 miles per hour, and we're looking forward to a nice fall weekend. Let's get you a quick look at the weekend forecast here. Philadelphia, Saturday 85 for the Temple game. Warm and dry weekend. Sunday 82. The Phillies, of course, finishing out their season here, eliminated from the playoffs, but have a couple more games to go. We'll get you a full look at weather in a little bit. Let's get you some national news to start the morning. First up, the big story in Washington, D.C. right now. That being the impeachment inquiry that has been opened by the House of Representatives. This will be a story brought to us. The specter of impeachment continues to dominate the conversation in the Capitol this morning. Leland Vittert has the story this morning from Washington, D.C.
That's out of the way. Well, the specter of impeachment continues to dominate the conversation down on Capitol Hill.
Pretty explosive hearing we had yesterday there as the president reacts to now the whistleblower and the leakers, and also, of course, the Democrats. Let's get down to Washington.
Hey, Leland Vittert. Welcome to Philly.
Hey, Mike and Karen. Nice to see you guys. Good morning.
All right, tell us about it. You have a lot to cover, especially over this weekend.
Yeah, just 24 hours is what when we last updated you guys on this. The New York Times reports this morning that the whistleblower works for the CIA but was tasked to the White House at one point. As for what the president thinks of this whistleblower and who gave them their information detailed in that whistleblower complaint, just take a listen to this audio obtained by the Los Angeles Times of the president yesterday.
Because that's close to a spy. You know what we used to do in the old days when we were smart, right? The spies and treasons, right? We used to handle it a little differently than we do now.
Yesterday, the president's acting director of national intelligence, Joseph Maguire, testified in front of Congress with a different message.
This is unprecedented, and this is a unique situation. I want to stress that I believe that the whistleblower and the inspector general have acted in good faith throughout. I have every reason to believe that they have done everything by the book and followed the law.
But President Trump says there was nothing wrong with his July 25th conversation with the Ukrainian president and thinks Congress is investigating the wrong person.
An absolutely perfect phone call to the new president of Ukraine. That was a perfect call. But Adam Schiff doesn't talk about Joe Biden and his son walking away with millions of dollars from Ukraine and then millions of dollars from China.
Speaker Nancy Pelosi is not satisfied, cautiously pressing ahead in the march to impeachment.
This is a cover-up. This is a cover-up. I think what the DNI did was broke the law. The law is very clear. This is nothing that we take lightly.
All right, we continue to cover that all weekend long, especially at fox29.com.
Thank you to our Fox correspondent there for that report. That was, again, Leland Vittert. Let's get you some updates on what the president has been talking about since this morning on Twitter. There we go. Of course, reiterating something he said in that segment there, it was a perfect conversation with Ukraine's president. Had this to say about the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee. There we go. Representative Adam Schiff totally made up my conversation with Ukraine president and read it to Congress and millions. He must resign and be investigated. He has been doing this for 2 years. He is a sick man. I believe the president's referring there to, of course, the transcript or a rough transcript of his call with the Ukrainian president was released earlier this week. Adam Schiff, during his opening conversation, paraphrased what he felt the president was truly saying to the Ukrainian president at the outset of the whistleblower hearing yesterday. And so the president saying that he totally made up the conversation. And the Democrats are now to be known as the Do Nothing Party. That is the president's most recent remarks on Twitter this morning. Let me get you on the other side what House Speaker Nancy Pelosi had to say this morning. I don't have the sound here, but I'll read you from a transcript that we have in our video system. No, it's up to, she claimed that Attorney General William Barr and the Justice Department have gone rogue, was her phrase. She said, no, it's up to the committee. They will do the work they're set out to do, following the facts and the time that it takes to find the facts. As you know, you never know where we're going next. Now, I'm thinking we're getting involved in a cover-up of a cover-up, and that may be something that will take some time to investigate. She was asked, this was during a TV appearance, I believe. Do you believe the Attorney General must go and testify before the impeachment inquiry? You mentioned a cover-up of a cover-up, and that he's essentially potentially part of that. Again, that was a question to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. She responded by saying, well, let me just say the committee will make their own announcements about who they are calling in to be witnesses. I do think the Attorney General has gone rogue. He has for a long time now, and since he was mentioned in all of this, it's curious that he would be making decisions about how the complaint would be handled. And as for questions about whether she's worried about the whistleblowers' security, the House Speaker responded, yes, I'm very, very worried about it. I think what the president said goes beyond the irresponsible. It's dangerous. Our whistleblowers have an important role to play in unfolding, revealing wrongdoing in our government. If their government has been deemed by the Inspector General as credible and also of urgent concern, and therefore sent to the Director of National Intelligence, the law says the director must send it to Congress. The White House intervened, the executive branch intervened and held him back from doing that. I feel sad for him because he's a respected professional, but for the president to say what he said about those who may have supplied information to the whistleblower seriously undermines the integrity in government, but the president does that almost every day. Again, that was House Speaker Nancy Pelosi responding to the footage that was in that Leland Vittert report that we showed you moments ago, talking about the, we're looking back at our Market Street there. The House Speaker responding to the footage, I believe it was obtained by the Los Angeles Times, audio of the president speaking yesterday to a crowd and suggesting that making comments about spies and who may have known the whistleblower and how they used to handle spies back in the day. So obviously more information expected to come out today. It's been a rollicking week up on Capitol Hill and in Washington, D.C. So we will keep you posted at fox29news.com and on all of our social platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We'll get you the latest information as it becomes available. All right, let's get a look at business this morning. No more likes. Facebook is testing a feature aimed at protecting your mental health. Tracy Carrasco from Fox Business Network joined us this morning to talk about that on Good Day Philadelphia this morning.
Facebook is making a change.
It's kind of like a beta test on this one. So what they want to do is they want to have people focus on the content rather than the likes. So let's bring in Tracy right now to explain what's going on and where it's happening.
Yes, so Facebook is testing out hiding the number of likes, reactions, and views that a post gets. So they're testing this out starting today in Australia. So if I post something, I will be the only one to see how many people like it. I will be the only one to see who likes it, how many views maybe a video gets. All of that information will just be for me. It will not be public to you looking at my page. So Facebook says they're doing this because they want to improve the user's well-being, that this move is backed by anti-bullying and mental health groups. They say they want to take the stress out of going on Facebook, going on social media. So they've already started this type of test with Instagram, which is owned by Facebook. They started removing the number of likes in Canada and then expanding to a number of other countries like New Zealand, Ireland, Australia as well. So it's a page out of Instagram's book. But it's interesting because Facebook, what really made them popular is that like button. They've got a big thumbs up at their headquarters in California. So if they're getting rid of that like button, or that the number of likes that your post gets, it kind of takes away what made them popular in the beginning.
All right, let me make sure I have this right. So I post something. Can I see the likes?
Yes, you can see it. As the poster, you will have that information. No one else will be able to see that I've liked it or that Karen's liked it.
Okay.
Just you.
Well, okay, I guess that makes sense.
But you still know if you had something that a lot of people liked or didn't like, so that can either make you feel good or bad, and you're still going to do things that sort of like kind of game the system to get likes.
How is this helping my
pictures and
how is this helping my mental health when I still know that nobody liked my post?
Well, now we don't know that nobody liked your post, so maybe that makes you feel a little better.
So I just need the adulation of all my Facebook followers.
Or as far as maybe bullying, I can't say, hey, Mike, no one's liking your post anymore.
Nobody liked your post, Mike.
Exactly.
Tracy, Mike and Alex did do that to me one time. We did a thing about how we can improve our posts. They're like, oh, would you look at that? She only get a couple hundred likes. We get thousands of likes. See? Now you won't even know. Fish face, as you would say.
Karen.
I was bullied.
Tracy, have a good weekend. Yeah, we'll see you Monday. Now.
Thank you, Tracy Carrasco, for that report. Right now, the stock market pretty close to even, only a 1/10 of a percentage point up. 27 points on New York Stock Exchange. The Dow Jones Industrial up at 26,917 at the moment. All right, let's get you a look at weather as we promised here. All right, let's get you a look at the weather. A very nice day out there right now at the moment. You see continuing cleanup after our Good Day salutes the military. Fox 29 salutes the military out there on the 300 block of Market Street where we had traffic shut down. Cleanup underway. We'll be getting that back open real soon. This is our 11th straight year hosting the event. Let's take a look at the temperature again outside. 69 degrees, dew point 51. Winds out of north a couple ticks up since last we looked, 6 miles per hour. It has been a quiet day on radar. I'll pull up that view for you in a moment. Let's get you the current conditions at the moment. It's 69 in Philadelphia, 67 in Doylestown, 71 in Wilmington, and 69 in Atlantic City. Your temperature change, it's a little bit cooler than it was at the same time yesterday. Right now, about 3 ticks cooler in Philadelphia, 12 ticks cooler in Mount Pocono, but across the board, lower than it has been. Your temperatures over the next 12 hours should get to around a high of 79 later today, before cooling down close to mid-60s by midnight. Here's your temperature trend the last couple days. Looks like this is the forecast from yesterday, but we do have a couple nice days in store for you. But it's going to be above average and warm and nice on Saturday and Sunday. We'll cool off a little on Monday before we warm back up. By midweek, it's going to feel more like summer again by the middle of next week. It has been quiet on radar, not much activity out there with those blue skies and beautiful weather. So if you get a chance, get outside and enjoy the conditions out there. Remember, download the Fox 29 Weather Authority app to get the latest conditions forecast anytime. Get severe weather alerts based on your location. And you can even watch us live right there on your app. All you got to do is download the Fox 29 Weather Authority app in the Google Play or Apple iTunes store. I want to get you a quick look at our top story this morning. This was our Sabina Kuriakose was out on this one. In Delaware County, 2 possible attempted child luring cases. This is let me get you the correct information here. Yep. Okay. In Delaware County, police need parents to pay close attention to this. Strangers are trying to lure kids, they say. Again, this was our Sabina Kuriakose reporting this morning. The latest case happened Wednesday. 3 grade schoolers walking home from St. Bernadette's say a dark-colored vehicle drove slowly by them. The driver had on sunglasses and a baseball cap. The kids say he passed them, then pulled into a driveway and swung back around. This is just some footage from the neighborhood, not any kind of surveillance video. It was enough to freak the kids out. They ran home and told their parents. A week before that, about a mile away in Haverford, a 14-year-old boy, also walking home from school, reported being approached by a man in sunglasses in a dark-colored car. The driver tells the teen to get in the car, but his dad sees what's going on and walks over. Police say that's when the driver took off.
As a result of the 2 incidents, and we don't know if they're the same person or not, but certainly we want to be as cautious as we can be.
It's concerning, definitely. They do walk home from school, so, we always tell them, walk in groups. If anything goes on, you know where to go, neighbors' houses that you know. And if there's anything going on, be as loud as you can, run, do whatever you can to, get away.
Stranger danger is a very real thing. Police in Upper Darby, again, are asking for you to contact them if you have any information about those vehicles that were described in the report there. All right, let's get you a look at some of the promised footage from our Good Day Salutes earlier today. it was a special moment when we held a large swearing-in ceremony. Let's watch that from this morning.
All right, a special moment now is our Marines and Army, Air Force, Navy all getting ready to hold a joint swearing-in ceremony. Oh, that's so exciting. Hey, Jen.
Hey, guys, we've done this before, but we have a Rear Admiral here. We have Duke Hines here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. It's an honor.
Several decades of it, we might want to say.
30 years.
Yeah. So we've done this before, but you're here, so we really wanted to kick it up a notch, if you will.
Well,
so
thank you.
We have 3 different branches that are going to be sworn in. I'm sure you remember this day so many years ago. It's a special time for all of these men and women.
It is, and it's special that we get to do this in the city that's the birthplace of our country, the birthplace of our Navy and Marine Corps. And so we're going to do the oath of enlistment for these young men and women to join the Air Force, the Navy, and the Marine Corps this morning.
With all respect, sir, hit it.
Roger that. All right, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. I solemnly swear. That I will support and defend. The Constitution of the United States of America. Against all enemies. Foreign and domestic. And will bear true faith. And allegiance to the same. That I will obey the orders. Of the office of the President of the United States. And the officers appointed over me. According to the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Congratulations.
That is amazing. Congratulations. So where will these young men and women go? With many, many, many different places?
All over the world.
Yeah, it's amazing. Thank you, guys. Thank you. The road ahead of you, I already said that off camera, is amazing. Good for you. I hope you stick around a little bit. Great to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
And go Navy, beat Army.
Go Navy.
All right, get ready to.
Good day, Jen Frederick there for the swearing-in ceremony for those military service members. Let's get you also, this was our Karen Hepp this morning, checking out some of the virtual reality tools that were on display. Here is that report.
Get on Twitter as we're saluting the military once again this year on September 27th. Oh, look at our drone is way up, way up. So what am I looking at? I'm looking at the intersection of 4th and Market, I guess. Do we have control of it? Can you pan it to the right? All the way down to 3rd Street, it is jammed. This is one of the bigger crowds we've had at this point at straight up 8 o'clock. Normally it's really packed in between 9 and 10. But there's a virtual reality exhibit down there. You really got to come down here before 10 and take part in it. That's what Karen is doing now.
I got Tech Sergeant Bug here. Good morning, sir. Lee, Captain?
Captain Lee, yes, ma'am.
Now, virtual reality, this is so cool to take a look at. Air Force out here, if you can't represent. So this guy over here has it on. What are you seeing, sir? What's it like?
I see I don't even know, actually. I think I'm dropping out of an airplane.
What's it feel like?
Really cool. I can't feel the wind in my face, but I just know I'm dropping somewhere.
That's pretty cool. Why do you guys do this? Tell me what this is about, Captain.
So basically, we like to kind of separate ourselves from the other branches by saying we're the most technologically advanced, and we like to go above and beyond and try to showcase the Air Force and their technology, and we're just trying to go with virtual reality because that's just the wave of the future, and we're always looking for the best and brightest.
Now, what are these ladies doing? I think I got 3 ladies here. They're playing some sort of game, it looks like. What's going on?
These are all interactive games for them to use their mind. This is to focus your mind. That's what they're like brain games to strengthen the brain. So it's just showing them how they can use their mind. And like we were saying earlier, only 4% of people in the Air Force are pilots. The other 96% aren't pilots. So it's a focus to show that you can use your mind in other ways in the United States Air Force.
Oh, yeah, we got a whole lot of jobs to fill. No, so what is it like to do this game? Let me interrupt for a second. What's your name?
Jasmine.
Hi, Jasmine.
Hi.
What are you doing in this game? What's the point of this?
So
Matching?
Yeah, you're trying to find the pattern from the previous one.
And that's pretty neat. Now, what do you think about our Air Force?
It's really cool.
Are you in high school?
No, I'm in middle school.
Look at her, lovely girl. Maybe that'll be in your future, certainly. Well, we don't know. Thank you for coming out. Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate it. Hey, guys, look at the great crowd we have over here already. Oh, yeah. Michael, back inside to you as we are saluting our troops.
Yeah, the weather's fantastic, as you can tell. Sue has given it a 10, right?
Yes, indeed. It's another 10 from the weather forecast, our weather by the numbers here at Fox 29. Grabbing you some more clips from Good Day this morning from the salutes as we speak. Of course, we had a lot of veterans on hand to honor them in person. Of course, we wouldn't be a day complete honoring the military without honoring those who have given the ultimate sacrifice in protection of our country. That's what this story is about here. And this one comes to us, I believe this was our Bill Rohr who did this report.
The whole black log.
And you brought a hot dog in because I can smell it.
It's really yummy. They're delicious, thank you. And our cheerleaders who are celebrating.
Saluting our heroes.
Well, because thank them for everything that they do because they keep us safe and our country safe. People who serve our country with honor should never be forgotten.
But still, so many veterans have no one in their lives, when they get older, especially someone to handle their funerals. So a group of Good Samaritans decided no one should have to be alone in life or in death. So they made sure these vets got the honor they deserved, and Alex met them.
They might not have any family to claim them, so we will claim them.
Bikers from different veteran support organizations led the procession to bury American veterans who passed on and had no one to come and claim them. To these guys, it's an obligation.
We have to do it. This is these guys were forgotten, and we just got to put them in the right place at the right time, and this was our time.
The remains of the men, all cremated, sat front and center as the observances were held. A color guard, a rifle squad, all the formalities of a proper military burial for men who'd passed on with no known family or friends. No one to step up and tell their stories. Veterans say no brother or sister should have to make that final journey alone.
The saddest and why this ceremony is so important. These people have no one. And we're here for them today.
The departed are mostly from Chester County. Several were from Bucks, and many were Vietnam veterans, with a slew of reasons why they were alone in the world.
Some of them outlived their peers or their families. Some of them have been through the post-traumatic stress or drugs or other issues. Some of them just get lost in the shuffle.
Private First Class Walter Stoltz of the United States Marine Corps was one of those who was laid to rest. Not much information on him beyond that. Justine Newman of the Chester County Coroner's Office wouldn't take any credit, but she's the one who largely got this tradition started. She says now the ceremony is starting to be regarded as a good thing, a thing that should be done regularly.
This time around we developed an SOP, a standard operating procedure for identifying veterans, determining their eligibility for burial, and then scheduling that burial. So we're hoping it becomes routine in Chester County.
Alex Hawley, Fox 29 News.
And speaking of Alex Hawley, she's down in Dallas, Texas right now visiting her family. And she posted this picture yesterday. They took the picture yesterday afternoon in their front yard, as a matter of fact. That's her grandfather, 89 years old now, retired Army.
Just thank him for his service. We absolutely love Grandpa. He's amazing and wonderful. That story, I'm so glad she did that.
I know
it's so heartbreaking when you just think about these people that just did so much and then they're all alone in death and, finally getting that nice respect.
Thank you to Alex for that report. Well, as we mentioned, it's a beautiful day out there. We've got a nice shot up here of our webcams. Let's get you a look around the region right now as cleanup continues outside after our Good Day salutes military. Here comes a look at some of our cameras around the region. Looking again at the cleanup after our big Fox 29 Salutes the Military event out on Market Street. All right, let's get you another look at weather real quick here. Not much happening on Ultimate Doppler, as we mentioned. Here, let's get you to a loop of the last 3 hours. Pretty quiet. I believe these temperatures will be current. Looks like they are. 60s and 70s across most of the area. Mount Pocono, the cool spot at just 56 right now. Your northeast temperatures. 70s across on the coast from southern Jersey down. 60s to the north. As cool as 57 back in Toronto, or 50 and only 50 in Williamsport, Pennsylvania right now. Cool spot on the map. Your national temperatures, 86 in Miami, 80s all along the Gulf Coast, in fact. So that's where your orange is concentrated. Out west, 64 in San Francisco, 50 in Portland. Cool spot, unless I'm missing it, is Billings, Montana at 45. I believe I heard they're going to be getting some snow up in the northern plains there. Again, temperature change, we're down a couple ticks in the city. Much cooler in Mount Pocono right now, so definitely some cooler air to our north there. Your wind speeds, calm in some places, single digits in others, just up to 10 miles per hour in Wilmington and Dover, Delaware. And not much to speak of in terms of gusts, but you see we've got out of the north or the east for most of the area, but Mount Pocono, it's coming out of the southwest there. So swirling winds a little bit. Good visibility with all those blue skies, cloudless skies. Your futurecast. Oh, that's definitely outdated. Let's see if, yep, forecast is updated now. Less humid today, 10 on our forecast by the numbers. Tomorrow, warm with a PM shower, 84. Walk to End Alzheimer's is on Saturday as well as a Temple University Owls football game. Sunday, 81, as the Jewish holiday begins sunset into Monday. But it looks like 10s on both the start and end of the weekend there. Our forecast by the numbers. Monday will be sunny and cooler at 76. Tuesday, sunny and warm, 82. Heating up on Wednesday, 92. And Thursday, shower chance, 79. Again, make sure to download the Fox 29 Weather Authority app to get the latest conditions wherever you are. Get the hourly forecast, get the forecast for days out, get location-based alerts wherever you are, and you can watch our live stream or our latest forecast right there on your app. Look outside as the cleanup continues, and here again is a beautiful shot of the Benjamin Franklin Parkway. We've got a couple more clips for you from our Salutes the Military celebration this morning. This first one is Jen Frederick, I believe, outside during the event and live on our air. She was with an unmanned surface vessel, showing us how that works. Mantas, Man-Portable Tactical Autonomous Systems. Let's watch this segment from Good Day this morning.
She looks, you know.
Oh, so I think we lost. Yeah. All right. Is this a good idea? We are going to go outside, and Jennifer Frederick, is going to be at the controls of a vehicle that is 1,200 miles away down in Florida, and it's on the water. Does the military know you're doing this?
The military knows, and I want to say, you know, the Fox 29 drone team refuses to allow me to be a member of their, like, nerd squad.
Yeah.
But Mantis is letting me basically skipper an unmanned boat. Yes?
Yes.
And
you're going to be driving a boat. Absolutely.
I sort of promise I won't break your toy. Okay, so this is in Melbourne, Florida. So this is a live feed of my boat. Yes?
Yes, it is.
And it's on the Intercoastal in Melbourne.
Yes.
This is the view of where
From the boat.
Okay, so what do I do here?
Well, here, you just hit both at once. You're stopped right now.
Okay.
So all you need to do is hit the up arrow a couple times.
Yep.
Okay, now you're going forward. That's good. Whoop. You don't have to go that fast.
I want to go fast.
There you go. See, now you're
What
going
is
forward.
the practical? The military is using this.
That's good.
A lot of it's classified, but what's
Right.
the practical application of this?
Practical is, for military, is intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, or you can do above and below water things. You can do electronic warfare. You can basically protect America with it. Save lives. And
I'm just going to stop there. He was like, you can basically protect America with it. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. I'm sorry.
No, it's awesome that it's a simple thing.
Mhm.
They go in, they use these vehicles, these crafts.
In place of people, so you can basically keep out of harm's way. That's really what it's for.
Like a
Dangerous
risky area.
places.
And
Yeah.
you said, in terms of this is what the military is doing with this, but like airports are using this, like LA Airport, to patrol the water.
Port of LA to patrol the
Okay.
water, yes. Port of LA is going to be looking at these and using them for patrolling their waters. We can do them for looking at Mississippi River for power plants and dam and bridge inspections to keep those safer.
This is the actual thing.
Yes.
Does anyone ever call in and say, what the heck is outside in my waterway?
Absolutely. We get all kinds of things from it's the bat boat to the Loch Ness Monster to I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Does it ever get hit by a boat in the intercoastal?
No, because it has a collision avoidance system, so if it sees something, it'll avoid it.
Of course it has a collision avoidance system. Now, I shared with you that I do a lot of boat stuff up here.
Yes.
You said you have one of these so big it could pull me behind the boat, so I could wakeboard water ski behind an unmanned boat.
Yes, absolutely.
Who's the boss of making that happen next summer?
I can help make that happen for you.
All right, it's
Thank
cool.
you very much.
Thank you for your help.
Okay.
It's really cool, and as I say, a lot of what you guys do is secret at this point in terms of what you do with the military.
Yes, we don't want other people to know about it quite yet.
And as I toss it back, I did say, please don't sell any of these to the bad guys. Only keep it with the good guys.
Hey, Jen.
I mean, come on. Yeah, baby.
How big was the one you were controlling in Florida? Because that one's pretty small.
That big. That was the thing I was controlling in Florida.
That's an 8-foot. You were controlling a 12-foot.
My thing's bigger than that thing.
It looked it. It certainly looked it.
That is amazing.
Look at it. And it was funny, you guys, there was a bird that came down, and you could kind of see the bird. Why? You keep making me go very slow. I'm a fast gal.
And
oh,
she
look
can
at the
see.
water. You could.
Look at
the
that.
bird.
It's got
See
a
the
wake.
bird? The pelicans.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, that's going to be me water
That's
skiing
cool.
behind that.
All right, 836. In Bucks County, an 88-year-old barber is giving back.
That's exactly the story I was going to take you to next. So let's get you the information there that Mike was just about to read to you. In Bucks County, an 88-year-old barber is giving back to those who put their lives on the line for us every day. Here is that story. We're going to introduce you to him, 88-year-old Army veteran.
You're going to be able to see it and hear it over most of the city. All right, let's honor this person. 88-year-old Army veteran who continues to serve in his own special way.
Flat top, John?
Yeah. Up close, the Ben Salem barber shop run by John Gudekunst looks like any other. But take a step back. Note the fire truck and police motorcycles out front of his street road shop. You quickly get the idea this 88-year-old Romanian immigrant has a special bond with his first responder customers.
They treat me so nice, you follow me, to come to this country, so that's why I treat them back that way.
Gutekunst was drafted by the Army shortly after arriving in the U.S. He didn't even speak English, but says he felt welcomed by his new countrymen. He opened the shop in 1954 and ever since has served military, police, firefighters, their children and grandchildren at prices that have barely budged with the times.
It's a family place, you know, and he makes everybody feel welcomed. He's always happy and courteous.
Those who work with out-of-work military veterans say they send their clients to Gutekunst before their job interview.
Free haircut, no cost for veterans. If they're down on their luck, not enough cash to even get in a haircut, it's not an issue with John.
Gutekunst's bond with first responders changed forever on September 11, 2001. On the TV in his shop broadcast news of the terror attacks. Shop manager Kathleen Campion says customers' radios began blaring calls to action.
And there wasn't much said. They just saluted each other and they were off.
To an unknown battle.
To an unknown battle.
Gutekunst asked many of his military customers to sign a book in the shop when they head off to service. Some never came back.
Very sad, you know. So that's why I try to help a lot of people.
He's on his feet 40 hours a week, opens his doors at 5 a.m. for customers on their way to work. Like the first responders he reveres, John Gutekunst has spent most of his life repaying a debt of gratitude.
Have a nice day.
You felt like this country treated you well, and you want to thank the folks who helped defend the country.
Right, yeah.
I asked John when he plans on hanging up his shears. He laughed and said, "When I kick the bucket." Here's hoping that's a long ways off. Every community needs a guy like this. In Bensalem, Bucks County, I'm Bruce Gordon, Fox 29 News.
Wow, Bruce, great job. What a story.
I always love Bruce. He always finds like the best, most interesting people there.
Wow. All right, Quincy is with the Army.
And of course, a great job by our Bruce Gordon on that story. I really want to give a shout out, a YouTube shout out to our Good Day team that puts the show on every year, especially our Good Day assignments manager, planning manager, Jody Harris. They pour their hearts and souls into making sure that we get everybody on site, that they have a good experience, that we have the opportunity to honor the folks who selflessly serve our country and do all that they do to protect us on a daily basis. So thank you to our folks for that. That's going to conclude our Fox 29 News Now this morning. Hope you have a great rest of your Friday. Get outside, enjoy the fantastic weather we'll be having. Nice first weekend of autumn. Beautiful weather. Paul Ruppel here for Fox 29 News Now. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.